Let's quickly talk about timber grain and structure. With common wood like pine, grows fast, grows straight, typically in a plantation, and you get a grain that's very linear, pretty typical, right? And most common timbers, and including hardwoods, follow that rule. You know, grown in plantations, they grow fast, they're growing faster at a faster rate. So it's really interesting to contrast that when you have when you're using salvaged or especially reclaimed timber, especially reclaimed timber like floorboards that were from God knows what era, where the timber then was old growth timber. And you get this amazing and really unique grain pattern, especially when making end grain boards. And I'll show you what we're talking about here, this Victorian ash. So just finishing this up, just gave it a wax. This is the chopping block where we use our Victorian ash reclaimed timber. But as you can see here, what's really amazing, when you zoom out, it's kind of got this really eclectic pattern, right? It's not uniform at all. When you zoom in, you can kind of see, it almost looks like water stains, but it's definitely not. You've got all these little ringlets, all these little patterns you see here. There's a pretty light up there, pretty interesting little patterns, right, all throughout. And this is a result of, just trees being trees, growing in the season, right? Some seasons they grew at a faster rate than others, and so you just get all these different little kind of features in the end grain. So I always consider an amazing opportunity when I get to work with old growth timber that is reclaimed. It's always got to be reclaimed. We don't want to be chopping down old growth timber just for making a bloody chopping board. It is just amazing to see how the increased density of that timber and how unique the end grain patterns are of that wood as well. Just showing that as an example of sometimes you never know what you're going to get when you're using reclaimed. Cheers.